If you're thinking about moving or relocating to Brampton, then you really want to consider what are the top areas that you should be looking at. Now, I've lived here for 20 years and have had the ability to move around in the different areas. And I want to highlight 5 top areas that I think you should consider. And in this video, we're going to dig deeper into those areas. So let's jump right in and get started. Hi everyone, my name is Nasira Jamal and I'm a local realtor right here in Brampton. If you're new to this channel and you want to learn everything there is to know about living, working, playing, eating, sleeping in Brampton, and in today's video we're actually going to talk about the 5 top areas you may want to consider, then make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn your notification on so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Honestly, I get calls every day from people who are relocating or moving into Brampton, and I absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about moving to Brampton, make sure you give me a call, send me a text, shoot me an email, or even send a pigeon carrier. When you're moving to Brampton, I got your back. So let's get this started. So in this video, we're going to talk about 5 top areas that people look at prior to relocating or moving to Brampton. I'm going to go through all 5 of them and what makes them unique in their own way. Stick around for the 5th one because it's going to surprise you why so many people choose this as a place to call home. Let's begin with number 1, Bramalea. This is the oldest section of Brampton. It's the most affordable area in Brampton. And what you're going to find here is you're going to find condominium tall rises. You're going to find condo townhomes. You're also going to find freehold townhomes along with your normal semi-detached and detached properties. The unique thing about this area is that you'll find back splits, side splits, and a lot of bungalows. Our lots in this area are larger than in some of the newer sections. There are a couple of townhouse complexes that I would guide you away from because they don't have great status certificates. So if you're looking at getting into a condominium townhome, definitely reach out to me and I'll be able to point you in the right direction. Pricing here starts at about $450,000 for a condo apartment, 2 bedrooms, and they go up from here. Typically, you'll find detached properties up to about $700,000 in the Bramalea area. What's really unique about Bramalea is the way the subdivisions are divided because they are done alphabetically, which makes it really easy when you say I'm in the A section or the B section, people know where you're located. It's located near Bramalea City Center, which is a beautiful mall shopping area. It's been renovated over the last few years. And in the Bramalea City Center area, you've got the bus transit station, you've got My Way, Brampton Transit, Zoom going through it. You have a Brampton Go station, which Bramalea has, which is really good because people that work in the downtown area can easily hop on a Go train and get to Union Station in about 45 minutes. It's also very central, so you're about 15 minutes to Mississauga. To the south, you are about 15 to 20 minutes to Vaughan to your east. Highway 410 is easily accessed from Bramalea. This area is great for families. There's Chinguacousy Park, which is a landmark. We have Chinguacousy Wellness Center, the Civic Center, lots of parks and green space. So if you're a family with young children, this is a great place to start. Number 2, we're going to talk about downtown Brampton. So if you're looking at living in an area that's hustle and bustle and lots of movement, then this area is perfect. There are a couple of brand new condominium buildings, John Street, George Street, great security, indoor parking, visitor parking, great place to start. If you're looking at detached, semi-detached, there are properties. Again, these are older for the most part, and you will find a lot of them have been renovated. There are a couple of streets that I would really caution you on in terms of not purchasing there. So if you want that information, just reach out to me and I'll be happy to guide you there. And in terms of why people choose downtown Brampton is because you're close to everything. You have Gage Park, you have Garden Square, the Rose Theatre. You have actually access to the Farmers Market, which is a great highlight for Bramptonians, and people from other neighboring areas will also visit. It runs from June till October, and it's a great spot in the summer. Again, people that want to live in the downtown core are looking for easy transportation. So we have the Brampton bus station right off Queen Street. You've got Via Rail. You've got a GO train station. And of course, the Brampton Transit, like Brampton Zoom and My Bay Transit, as well as Brampton Transit itself. So again, for transportation, this is a great little spot. If you don't really need to have a car, you can get around using transit. And in terms of getting to the highways, again, you're not very far from Highway 410. You're getting into Mississauga in about 15 minutes from downtown Brampton. So again, very accessible, nice and central. You're really in a place where there's actually been a huge revitalization that's been happening in Brampton, and it's beginning to look different, and a lot of things are coming up. So it's a great place to invest. About the third area, this is an area called Heartlake. Again, now this area is another older section of Brampton. There are some new builds like Thornbury Golf Club. There's some townhomes in there. These are freehold. Actually, they're a parcel of tied land. So this is where you pay a small fee because the roads are private. Snow removal, garbage removal is included in that. But you're looking at more freehold property with a small condominium fee that covers the private road. So that's a great place if that's where you're starting as maybe a first-time home buyer. You have access to the Heartlake Shopping Center. Trinity Commons is very close. Pricing in this area starts at about the 600s and up, depending on type of home. You've got a library. Cyril Library is located here. Great area for schools. You've got access to primary as well as secondary schools. And the thing that's really nice about this area is it's access to Heartlake Conservation. Now, if you like the outdoors, this is a great spot in Brampton. Let's talk about the fourth area that we want to address. It's called Gore Meadows. Now, this is a newer section in Brampton on the east side, so closer to Vaughan. You have newer homes here, great large properties. We're looking at it's over $800,000 to well over $1 million. These are larger homes. Typically, you're finding more of detached communities here, though you may find that you can still get some semi-detached and some townhomes, but primarily what you're going to find in this area are detached homes. Again, you're close to Highway 427 and really close to the airport. So that's something about Brampton you should know, that we are central in the sense that we're about 15 minutes to the airport, and around the surrounding areas, Mississauga, Vaughan, Caledon, and on the other side, if you're looking going west, you've got Georgetown. Access is very, very easy. Gore Meadows really is known for the golf course that's there called Riverstone. There's a community called Riverstone Community there. There is also a short rise building. So if you're looking at, some condominium living, you can even get into that. So this area is great. If you're looking for newer subdivision, you're looking for, again, being closer to Vaughan, you're looking at the highways. Transportation is great. You do need a car pretty much in this area if you wanted to get into the downtown area or any of the sort of nearby areas. Restaurants and shops, all of them are within Gore Meadows. So you've got groceries, you've got other shopping here. So again, it's a great little community for newer homes, and a lot of people that work in Vaughan typically tend to live in this section. Last but not least, let's talk about the fifth area called Mount Pleasant. This area is one of the hottest areas, very much so because of its new construction. It's a relatively new subdivision. It's close to Georgetown and Caledon. It's in the west end of Brampton. So because it's tucked away, what they did when they developed this area was have a GO station right within the community called Mount Pleasant. So for those that are working downtown Toronto, it makes it easy access to Union Station. It's about a 45-minute ride down, which really takes the headache out of driving in traffic. So that's one of the main highlights of this area. A lot of families move into the area because of the good schools. So you've got primary, secondary, you've got special education, you've got busing to French immersion. So there's lots of choice in schooling here as well. The other thing that it is really known for and why people love it is the state-of-the-art community center called Cassie Campbell. So this particular center has an indoor pool, it has an ice rink, it has a lot of court sports, volleyball, racquetball, sauna. So again, for families, this is a perfect spot to be because you've got access to all of this. The other highlight this area has is a Thursday farmers market run only in the summers, but what you do find is it's a great way for the community to come together and enjoy the outdoors with this farmers market. So that is one of the highlights that the people that live in this area really, really enjoy. The other thing is just basic accessibility. You've got a hub for Brampton Transit. So if you're looking at local transportation, you've got that. You've got access to restaurants and shops. And that again, when you're living in a community, it's really important, that you're not traveling or you have to travel really far out to get your basic essentials and things like just restaurants, right? So there's lots of great food in this area. And the pricing for housing in this area starts at about $750,000. So if you're thinking of moving to Brampton and you want to find that perfect area, you've got to give me a call, shoot me an email, send me a text. Heck, you can even send a pigeon carrier. I've got your back when you're moving to the Brampton area. Until the next video, I'll catch you later.